What you guys got another video here. It seems that Microsoft are tightening down the screws on people that are using Windows 11 and testing Windows 11 with unsupported hardware. So Microsoft have rolled out an update which will basically tell people that are on unsupported hardware that your PC does not meet the minimum hardware requirements for Windows 11. Your device is not eligible to join the Windows Insider program on Windows 11. Please install Windows 10 to participate in the Windows Insider program in the release preview channel. So basically what they're doing is kicking people out of the Windows Insider program on Windows 11 if you have a PC that is not in the supported list that Microsoft put out. Now, Microsoft did say back in June that unsupported PCs would be allowed to test Windows 11 until the final release and then would have to switch back to Windows 10 manually. Now, of course, you can still install Windows 11 on an unsupported machine using the ISO image. You basically would create a bootable Windows 11 USB flash drive with Windows 11 on it and installed it onto that system. But what will happen is eventually, once the final release comes in October 5th, you will not be able to update that system, and that's what they've said. So basically, it's a little bit pointless installing Windows 11 on an unsupported machine. Now, there has been some reports that you can still do manual updates on that system. So we don't really know whether Microsoft are going to enforce something to stop manual updates being installed onto that system. I don't know whether they can, but at the moment, people are still saying that you can install Windows 11 on an unsupported system and then download all of your manual updates from the Microsoft Update Catalog. You can do a search for the Windows 10, Windows 11, or you can do a specific type of scan for the KB files, so you can download them via this method as well, and you will be able to install them. Now, I don't know whether Microsoft is going to stop you from installing them on a Windows 11 machine on an unsupported hardware, but you can also use a WSUS offline update, which is a way of downloading updates and installing them on your system if you want to do it this way as well. Now, I'm not sure how far Microsoft are willing to go to stop you from installing updates on unsupported hardware machines. We'll have to wait and see. But this is Microsoft at the end of the day, and they do some really weird things. So we'll have to wait and see on the final release. Now, just for you people who don't know, who haven't been watching my videos, you can still use Windows 10 up until October 2025. So if you've got a 6-year-old CPU or a 7-year-old CPU that's not supported for Windows 11 and you don't want to jump through loads of hoops to get it to work, then you can still use Windows 10 up until October 2025. Microsoft will probably extend that, as they always do for businesses and things like that. So they'll probably extend that for another year or maybe 18 months, who knows. But that would then extend that further than probably what that CPU's life cycle should be. So up until that point, if you're using a 6-year-old type processor, it's going to be probably 12, 13-year-olds the time Windows 10 completely comes to end of life. And then you can check out the Windows 10 release information. And as you can see here, there is plenty of information here to tell you roughly how long the life cycle lasts on these versions of Windows 10 here. So they're going to be releasing more versions as they go along. And you can see here the date when the end of life for service for those would end. And you can see also here, down on this area here, this is for the LTSB and LTSC editions, the enterprise levels, and you can see they're going right up into 2029. So plenty of time left for Windows 10 to be used. And that means that will give your CPU plenty of lease of life for the foreseeable future with Windows 10. So it's not as if it's going to go away tomorrow. We've got plenty of time with Windows 10. So there's no need to jump ship straight away if you don't want to. You can also download the files. As you can see here, these KB files, you can do a search on the Microsoft catalog and download them manually and try it that method if you want to try that and install Windows 11 that way. It's entirely up to you. But these are for Windows 10, obviously. But when Windows 11's officially released, that is. Now, of course, you've also got other options available. You've got Linux, which you can use. There's plenty of distros out there which you can choose from, like Mint, Ubuntu, Pop OS. There's tons of different versions out there that you can use for your older systems if that's what you want to do to keep that computer running. Okay, it's a complete change of platform from Windows to Linux, but these are your options. There's not much else you can do. Or you can use an enterprise version of Windows 10, which I'm pretty sure will be extended for quite a considerable time after 2025. Anyway, I think that's going to be about it for this one. Just a quick one for today. If you fancy having a chat about TPM 2.0 and Windows 11 and your old hardware and options that you have, or maybe you just want to have a little rant, by all means join our Discord server and we can have a chat about it on there. Other than that, my name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Just want to say a big shout out to all my YouTube members who join my YouTube members group. I appreciate the support and I shall see you again for another video real soon. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.